song. Did you look it up?
Okay, we're going to use a system called mic check so everybody can hear us. So when I say repeat after me, you're going to repeat after me, and then whenever I make an announcement, you're going to repeat it so everybody in the crowd can hear it. When I say mic check, you say mic check. Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
Welcome to Good Trouble Lives On.
Welcome to Good Trouble Lives On.
Welcome to Good Trouble Lives On. We are marching today down Boylston Street.
We are marching today down Boylston Street.
This is where we will start. The slowest people should come to the front.
This is where we will start. The slowest people should come to the front.
If you're injured, you can also come to the front.
If you're injured, you can also come to the front.
We have peacekeepers who will be on the outside.
We have peacekeepers who will be on the outside.
Please march on the sidewalk.
Please march on the sidewalk.
We are staying together for power and unity.
We are staying together for power and unity.
We will be chanting and doing calls during the march.
We will be chanting and doing calls during the march.
We are entering Boston Common after we pass the public garden on the sidewalk.
We are entering Boston Common after we pass the public garden on the sidewalk.
It is very hot. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. There are people with sunscreen and water here. Thank you.
It is very hot. Make sure you're drinking lots of water. There are people with sunscreen and water.
You guys are amazing. Okay, we're going to start getting up here to start. So line up so we can start marching, please.
Boston, are you ready? All right, we are here today to remember John Lewis and to fight for democracy and freedom. We are here to continue to make good trouble. Because in the words of John Lewis, and thankfully I have a sign right here that I can read, fighting good trouble, necessary trouble, and help redeem the soul of America. As our peacekeeper said, we will be marching on the sidewalk today. Please listen to the instructions of anyone in an orange vest. 60 years ago, John Lewis set out with several hundred people from Selma toward Montgomery. And if any of you have seen photos of that march, they too started on the sidewalk on one of the most momentous days in history. So don't ever let anyone tell you you cannot change the world by marching on the sidewalk. All right, we're about to set out, and before we go, this is our first chant. This is again in honor of John Lewis and good trouble and saving the soul of America. Our first chant today, listen to this, is going to be speak up, speak out. That's what good trouble is about.
Speak out. That's what good trouble is about.
Speak up, speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up, speak out. That's what good trouble is about. trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what this trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what this trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. I can't hear you. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. That's what good trouble's all about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble's all about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble's all about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble's all about. Speak up. Speak out. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. Speak up. Speak out. That's what good trouble is about. That's what good trouble is all about. Speak up! Speak out! That's what good trouble is all about. Speak up! Speak out! That's what good trouble is all about. Speak up! Speak out! That's what good trouble is all about. Speak up! Speak out! That's what good trouble is all about. Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is 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 what
Let me see the other side. Can you turn towards it? Oh, I saw that one. I didn't see the other one.
corruption of God, the bringing down, the Satan, Diablo, he brings down. Satan doesn't raise anything.
I know that I'm reprobated. You know what I...
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, you can get too late to do that, I think. But you know what I'm saying? Do you mind my pooping? Okay, because I feel like it doesn't too much matter. You know, if people know what I...
Yeah, I suggest
love it. I know, right? I'll send it to the group.
Show me what community
Coalition singers and vocals. We are here to make good trouble. I want to announce that first. We are welcome everyone. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sight looking at all of these faces. Yes, we are gathered here on the ancestral and unceded homelands of indigenous nations, many of whom still call these lands home. Among them are the Massachusetts, from whom our state appropriated its name, the Wampanoag, Neponset, Naumkeag, Nipmuc, Narragansett, Pennacook, Pequot, Pocumtuck, and many other nations living in and around what we now call New England. We recognize that the American democracy for which we struggle today owes a great debt to the indigenous peoples of this land, not only in terms of our continued survival on this land, but also in our very model of governance. In particular, the Iroquois Confederacy, whose government inspired the Constitution of the United States. We stand in solidarity with our indigenous siblings, knowing that the promise of good trouble is also the promise of land back. And America will never be free until the stewardship of the land is returned to its indigenous people. We demand that Congress protects the right to vote and free and fair elections by passing the John Lewis Rights Advancement Act. end to the attacks on Black, Brown, Asian, and Indigenous Americans, immigrants, transgender people, and other vulnerable communities, including but not limited to the immediate withdrawal of masked ICE agents and federal troops from American. We demand an end to the defunding of federal programs that poor and working people rely on, including but not limited to Medicaid, SNAP, and Social Security. We demand the restoration of funding and rebuilding of federal agencies that have been unlawfully defunded or dismantled without congressional approval. Stand with workers, stop the firing of federal employees. We demand an end to the lawless and unconstitutional behavior of the current President of the United States, who has previously attempted to illegally and violently overturn the results of a free and fair election and must be prevented from doing so again. There are handouts that are being distributed throughout the crowd for next steps. Next steps to protect immigrants, for corporate fair share, no new women's prison, mass care, Medicare for all. And we want to thank the China 9 Youth Council for collecting donations to hand out to various people that don't have homes, that are called homeless in Boston. And when I say union, you say power, union, power, union, power. When I say justice, you say now, justice, now, justice. Now. When I say fight, you say win, fight, win, fight, win, fight, win. And that's just what we're gonna do together. Hold on. I got a little bit more, just a minute, hold on, because I want to thank the whole team who organized this great event and for inviting me to speak today. The union members voted to make the lockout a strike, beginning the longest struggle in Boston's history, 14 months long. When the company brought in black strikebreakers, yes, consider the times, this company named themselves Colonial Meatpacking. They brought in specifically black workers, and instead of going after these scabs of Meatpackers Union Local 11, they weren't going to get played by the company's racist tactics and made the most strategic decision to instead organize these same black workers, turning scabs into union siblings, and eventually winning the contract for better wages and getting rehired workers. And these strikebreakers were now part of a stronger multiracial union. Imagine solidarity like this on even a grander scale. A movement like John Lewis envisioned, one so strong and bold and unified that fights for democracy in the workplace are the same fights for multiracial democracy that we know is possible. A movement that remembers our own history, that civil rights and workers' rights go hand in hand, that being pro-equity and being pro-worker, and that economic justice is racial justice. But we also know that the labor movement has a special role to play in this big, badass, bold, broad movement. Not artificial intelligence. We need UAW to confront the big three automakers and the Teamsters to go after Amazon and remind us that workers drive these industries, not machines.
to the organizers of this event. My name is Darren Howell, and I serve as the organizing director for the Massachusetts AFL-CIO. Here in the Commonwealth, we represent nearly 500,000 workers, part of the 15 million working people the national AFL-CIO represents across this country. And if there's one thing I learned, one thing I've lived, it's how to get into some good trouble when the fight calls for it. See, I'm not talking about just more slogans. I'm not talking about making more statements. I'm talking about being out there, on the front lines, taking direct action. Shutting things down when things are not right. Because let's be honest, this country isn't just heading in the wrong direction, it's already here. And at moments like these, when workers are being disrespected, when democracy is being chipped away piece by piece, when people are being silenced, scapegoated, and pushed aside, good trouble isn't optional, it's necessary. See, when folks think about labor, they think about a contract, and the topics, what was sacrificed, blood, and courage for the nation. Now, I'm from the so I wasn't physically there in the 60s. But let me be clear, I stood on my own front lines. I was there when we was fighting the banks during the financial crisis. I was there together fighting 15 before it was cool. I was there to really earn sick time, paid family medical leave, and a $15 minimum wage. And I watched us win those fights. But we didn't win because we asked nicely. We didn't win because we posted about it. We won because we organized and we mobilized. We made, and when it came to shut it down, we shut it down. And don't get it twisted. What's coming forward now is not just one administration, not just one battle or one election cycle. It's a coordinated assault on working people, on public education, on our rights and our dignity. Since Agent Orange walked into office, disruption has been his strategy. Well, we got a strategy called too. It's called resistance. It's called labor. It's called... Because when we said hands up on April 5th, we meant that. When we mobilized on May 1st, we meant that. When we rallied to say no kings, we meant that. And we mean it today. So I'm telling you right now, if we organize and mobilize the right way, if we reach that magic number, 3.5% of the population ready to act, ready to move, ready to shut that's when the real change comes. Not just tweets, not just headlines, but actual change, power shift, and justice rising. John Lewis just didn't tell us how to get into get trouble, he showed us how. He lived it, he paid the price so we can pay it forward. So now it's our turn. Let's honor him, not with silence, but with sound, not with fear, but with fight, not with comfort, but with conviction. Let's organize, let's mobilize, let's build power, let's speak truth, let's shut it down, and move forward. Let's get into some... Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Demonstrations at ICE headquarters in Burlington, where masked agents go on daily hunting expeditions for immigrants who are detained without due process in deplorable, unlicensed, and uninspected conditions in an unmarked and hidden office park. Most relevant for us today, at Boston's Arlington Street Church, he was assigned the awesome title of Community Minister for Good Trouble. Reverend John Lewis.
Tell me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
I guess you know that one. Believe it or not, you are about to memorize a short poem. It is titled Stubborn Ounces by Bernardo Overstreet and dedicated to one who doubts the worth of everything, to one who doubts the worth of doing anything if you can't do everything. It is a short poem, but first just hear it through. You say the little efforts that I make will do no good. They never will prevail to tip the hovering scale where justice hangs in balance. I never thought they would. But I am prejudiced beyond debate. Which side shall feel the stubborn ounces of my weight? Now break it down after me. You say the little efforts that I make will do no good. They never will prevail to tip the hovering scale where justice hangs in balance.
They never will prevail to tip the hovering scale where justice hangs in balance.
I don't think I ever thought they would. But I am prejudiced beyond debate in favor of my right to choose. Which side shall feel the stubborn ounces of my weight?
Which side shall feel the stubborn ounces of my weight?
All right, now put it together in unison.
And now, more music. Let's get our dance on, and then we'll have 2 more speakers.
So you just had some practice with the poem, and now we're going to sing a call and response song. There's one part that's a little different. When I sing, that's how. I have to clap. You sing, America should be. That's how America should be. Give it a try. That's how America should be. That's how America should be. You got it. It's not about who's in or out. It's not about who's in or out. Race, religion, code, or creed. Race, religion, code, or creed. It's all for one and one for all. It's all for one and one for all. That's how America should be. It's not about where you were born. It's not about where you were born. Customs, clothing, what you speak. Customs, clothing, what you speak. It's about our horsemen. However you want to see it. It's about our common creed. That's how America should be. That's how America should be. Pay the rent or pay the bill. Pay the rent or pay the bill. Healthcare versus where you eat. Healthcare versus where you eat. It's about the right to thrive. It's about the right to thrive. That's how America should be. It's not about blue versus red. Not about blue versus red. Young or old or white or black. Young or old or white or black. It's billionaires against all of us. It's billionaires against all of us. And now it changes. It's time to take our country back. To take our country back. Sing it with us. It's time to take our country back. It's time to take our country back.
We want to acknowledge all of the organizing groups for this event, including the ACLU at Massachusetts, Boston Indivisible, Embrace Boston, Group Trouble Brass Band, Indivisible Mass Coalition, Indivisible Somerville, Mass 50501, Massachusetts AFL-CIO, Swing Blue Alliance, the New Democracy Coalition, and the Youth Mass Action. And I'm joined by many other organizations that are here, and yay, thank you for being here. Now it is my honor and my pleasure to introduce Kevin Peterson. He's the founder and executive director of the New Democracy Coalition. The New Democracy Coalition is dedicated to the proposition that democracy respects no class over another, favors no race out of bias, respects gender equality, and cares compassionately for the hurt and disabled.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Repeat after me. I love good trouble. 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 In the spirit of John Lewis, as we remember his life and the work that he undertook throughout his life, we must continue to fit ourselves to good trouble, to love good trouble. John Lewis, St. John Lewis, St. John Lewis was every day a preacher of the gospel of good trouble. Wake him up at daybreak, dawn's early light, when the sun and the moon stand in tandem in the sky. And John Lewis was a preacher of the gospel of good trouble every day. Engage his company at noontime, when the sun has transited the meridian, and John Lewis was a preacher of the gospel of good trouble every day. Conduct a conversation with him at dusk, when the sun is setting in its progression over the earth. And John Lewis was a preacher of the gospel of good trouble every day. See him at midnight, when the stars give out their brilliance against the darkened skies and the moon looks so lonesome. And John Lewis was a preacher of the gospel of good trouble every day. When John Lewis traveled from Troy, Alabama to meet the Reverend Martin Luther King in Montgomery, Alabama in 1956, Reverend King asked poignantly to John Lewis, "Are you the boy from Troy?" That question from Dr. King launched the so-called boy from Troy into a moral and spiritual stratosphere from which he would not return. The question from Reverend King lifted the insights and imagination and ethical ingenuity of the boy from Troy, and the boy from Troy would carry his faith in King and his faith in civil rights for the rest of his life. The so-called boy from Troy would embrace the ideology of the beloved community, embrace the concept of Kingian nonviolence, embrace the necessity of a multiracial democracy, embrace the salience of how we must continue on in the faith, and how we must love each other, and that we must not tolerate oligarchy, or authoritarianism, or cowboy capitalism, or neoliberalism. Yes, that was the boy from Troy. And I ask each of you, as we remember John Lewis on this day, to continue in the faith and not tolerate racism, not tolerate the rich over the poor, tolerate peace, be for peace, as was the boy from Troy. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was a beautiful speech. And now we get more music. From the Interfaith, what was it? What the World Needs Now, Interfaith Coalition Singers, and the Good Trouble Brass Band.
So Be Vocal, the Good Trouble Brass Band, and What the World Needs Now are all committed to bringing music into our movement. But we are not performers. We're just here to get the singing started.
We're all here because we're in this together. The way we're going to get through this is together. And we have evidence that we can do it. The song that we're going to sing was originally sung by African slaves in America over 200 years ago. And in the civil rights movement, they used the same song to deliver them and do the work that was done at that time. And we're going to do that today. And what is important about this song, it's not performative. It's participatory. It's about we all come together. It's an example of what needs to be done. We're in this together. We have to work together. The fact that we're out here now shows that we care. And what this music does is provides us common ground to stand on while we can then look and see what the work is that needs to be done, and we can go out and do it and know that we're going to succeed.
I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom, set on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom, set on freedom. I woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom, set on freedom. Gonna fight, gonna win victory.
sorry.